Are you sick and tired of Klaviyo's boring old templates? Templates like this and this that just look ugly. Templates that won't help your conversion or retention rates and will not make you money from email marketing. Well, in this video, I'm going to recreate this email in Canva for completely free so that you can start making money with email marketing right now. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the owner of PR Ascension, an email marketing agency that helps e-commerce brands increase their revenue by 30% or more or they don't pay. Now, usually we use something like Figma or Photoshop to make these designs, but today, for free, we're going to use Canva. So I'm going to show you how to make a high converting retention-based email that will 100% make you money. So let's dive into Canva and show you how we can do this. Okay, awesome. So we're here in Canva. So today we're going to be recreating this design here. It's a design we created for a new watch brand that we are currently working with. So yeah, very, very nice, very simple but aesthetic type of design. So I have the paid version of Canva. You don't need it. You can do this all for free. However, I would suggest you get it. It's not even expensive. I think it's like maybe $10 a month or might even be less now. So try and get it if you don't need it for what we're going to do now. So okay, cool. So let's get right into this. I'll show you guys really quickly what you need to do. So let's go to create a design, and so we're going to click on custom size. So now I have this here 750 by 3000. It can either be, it's anywhere between 600 to 800 for your width. So it doesn't really matter. So we'll do 600. And then in terms of your length, look, you don't ever know how long the email is going to be. So I usually chuck it at around 4,000, sometimes even 5,000, and then just crop it down. And then we're just going to click create new design. Make sure it's in pixels. If it's anything else, not going to work. Make sure it's in pixels. Create design. So now you're going to see this long thing. So we're just going to zoom in. Okay. You're going to scroll up, and first of all, since we have a black themed email, we're going to make the background black. So very simple. Go over here, change it to whatever color your brand is. We're going to make it black. Okay. So now we have the whole entire thing black. So that's perfect. So now we're going to start off with the header part of the email. So this can either say free shipping or 50% off or sale, whatever. It's quite simple. So we're going to click on elements, and usually how I do this is I just click this little box here. It's going to go right to the middle, drag it to the top. Okay, and you don't want this to be too big. Canva will actually show you how big it should be. This is a little too big, but it's okay. I'm probably going to go around about here. And then the nice thing with Canva is it clips everything. So we're going to clip it right to the edges like that. So this we're going to make white, just like that. Very, very simple. Okay, now we're going to write here free worldwide shipping. So we're going to go here. We're going to grab anything. It doesn't matter. You can rename it. We're going to make it big, and we're going to use this font just for now. Doesn't really matter. Make sure you use your font that your brand is using. Obviously, don't just use any font. But anyway, so yeah, there we go. We got that done. Free worldwide shipping. It can be bigger, it can be smaller. I think that's perfect. So let's grab the logo. So here's the logo here. I'm just going to drag this in. Let's move this over here. It should be a little bit lower, and we can make it a bit smaller. Okay, there we go. So that's perfect, I think. Let's make it a little lower. So we're just going to copy this here. Control C, Control V. Okay, and then we're going to make this white so that you can obviously see it. Let's make it a bit bigger. And then we're going to just increase the letter spacing, because this is all about the design that I showed you in the beginning to make it a bit more accurate. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. So now we're going to just copy this again, and we're going to bring back the boldness, and we're going to increase this by quite a bit, a little bit lower. Okay, so we're just going to make this a bit smaller so that, it makes sense. Okay, awesome. So there we go. It says, welcome to the Inizio community. So now we're going to grab this. Okay, let's make the gap exact as to there. And then let's say use code. Okay, let's make this a little smaller. It's a bit big. Make sure it's centered. Always make sure your stuff is centered, please. So now we're going to grab a box again. We're going to go all the way back up. So now once we're here, we're going to make this the container box for our code. The color on the inside, nothing. And then the outside color, make it white. Okay, so now we've got a little border here. So now we want to add dots to this border. So I think this one is the best. We're going to make the border weight a little less and the corner rounding a little bit, very slight. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. So then we're going to grab the bold text, because the bold text is what we want for the middle here. Just going to drag this up a bit. Okay, cool. So now we've got the first part going. So basically this is going to be your before the fold or scroll. So it's going to be before they scroll. So they're going to be able to see this first. You don't have to do that. I would recommend you do. It looks a bit better, but you really do not have to do that. So now next we're going to grab this. get him a bit closer. Cool, there we go, for 10% off. Let's bold the 10% off part. There we go, that looks really good. That's gonna say, okay, for this we're gonna just bring the line spacing a bit down. We're gonna bold the 48 hours because remember, okay, so we need to bold things that are in terms of scarcity or excitement. So 10% off is exciting. 48 hours is when it expires, so you know that's exciting. So make sure that you do that when you're designing your emails. Okay, so now we're gonna make another box. So we're gonna bring this box up. Okay, let's make the spacing a bit similar. There we go. Okay, this is just going to be a shop now button. So we need to make it white. That looks good. And let's say shop now. Okay, remember this needs to be black so that we can actually see what's happening. That looks really good. Awesome. So now that says shop now. So look, you got your before the fold already done. Looks awesome. I wouldn't change anything. I think it looks great. So now let's add some of the other little things. So now we need to add this little watch here. Here's your watch. We're going to make this a bit bigger. Notice how when you use the sides, the corners, this bottom part will drop off. Make sure that you notice that when you are designing. So we're going to not go too close. So that looks good. So what we would usually do in Photoshop here is we'd actually blend this out, but that's not the end of the world, so that doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna come over here and move this all in here. Okay, so this is just text that I'm copying. It's the same exact thing that we've been doing this entire time. So it's the exact same thing. We're gonna say motivational videos more right here. We're gonna bold that, make this a bit bigger. Okay, so now you can see like it says 53, 53. That's optimal spacing for that, which is nice to know that Canva has that, just like Photoshop and Figma. We're going to highlight this bottom part. Awesome. So now we say we aim to grow the fire within you and remind you that's successfully in your hands, or rather on your wrists. Okay, that's a very important statement, so that needs to be bolded. Okay, so right now we have basically nearly the entire email done, guys. So let's move on to the last little bits here. So we're going to grab the logo. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to show you guys how to do this now. So you're going to head over to your Elements tab, and you see this line here. Might have to search it, but it is in shapes. Click that. Probably is going to go up here somewhere or lower. There we go. Okay, grab it. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a zoom in because Canva is really weird when you don't zoom in. Okay, so yeah, Canva is very strange when you don't zoom in. So we're going to make it a bit shorter. We're going to make it a bit thinner. So we're going to say the line space maybe 1. Okay, Control C, Control V. Grab it there. It'll tell you like the lining and stuff. Okay, that looks good to me. That looks centered, looks everything. Looks perfect actually. So yeah, that looks great. Okay, now we can just highlight this, see if it's centered. There's the center. Oh, looks perfect, man. Email's looking great. Okay, then we're going to use the shop now thing again. So we're just going to grab this, bring it over here. Needs to come in the middle. I think we need to add one more thing here. Yeah, let's grab the bolden one. Okay, every journey has a beginning. That looks awesome. Shop now. Looks great. So now we're going to bold the bottom half of this email, which is not very hard. So just go up here, copy your white thing. You don't need to go find another one. So then let's go here. So there we go. So let's add the like about and the unsubscribe stuff. So right now our email looks good. So now we're going to add the last little features. What we're going to do is grab this shop now thing. I'm going to copy it to over here. Okay, I would say keeping the line distance decently far, but okay, now we're going to go on this thing. We're going to make it clear so that there's no center, and then we're going to increase the weight, make it 2. Okay, that looks perfect. And then we're going to make 3 of these. So let's copy. Perfect. Already 3 made. Looks amazing. Now we can keep going. Go grab your shop now thing. Just remember Control C, Control V. Okay, it says shop now. So here we're going to say, okay, finding the middle and then just dragging them all. There we go. Now we just need to add the text for the bottom part. So we're going to just grab one of these because they're going to be easier to use in any case. Okay, drag it over here. Let's just make it black. So now you can add like your Instagram and stuff here. I'm not going to do that just for the case of this video. So you can just drag in the icons. It will literally take you 5 seconds. So basically that's the email done. I know I did blabber a bit, but I hope you saw the process and understood what I did. And it's really that easy, guys. You just gotta, get in here, find your colors, and you can use all these shape tools. And there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do in here. So I will make a little bit more videos about this that explains a little bit better and how you can create like other type of things. So just remember, if you guys are an e-commerce store making over 20 to 30k a month, and you want to explode your income, just make sure you pop down to the description and we will help you out with that. So now I'm going to cut off to the outro. Well, that's how you can head into Canva and make an email marketing template for free that is high converting and has high retention. Now you just need to add it to your email marketing software and there you go. Now this is easier said than done. Doing this consistently, getting everything set up is harder than it looks. And especially being an e-com brand, I know you you will not have time to first of all do this consistently or actually probably do it correctly. So with that being said, if you need anyone helping you set up your email campaigns, flows, email marketing, etc., and want to start printing from email marketing right now and scale your brand in ways that you never thought were possible, then head down to the description, book a call, and we can have a chat. It'll be no obligation, and you'll most likely walk away with strategies that you can steal and implement for yourself. Also, you might even get a free campaign that we build for you. So go book that call. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.